Hey guys, Dennis Machina here. Thanks for hanging out. Today's reaction is the latest Creepypasta from Crypt TV. This is my first day. School for Little Killers featuring MrBlacksAA. Now this is a Creepypasta that I don't really know too much about, so whatever I don't learn in this video, feel free to educate me in the comment section below. As always, please go over and support everybody involved in the making of this video, from the person who wrote and narrated it, to the amazing artist, to Crypt TV themselves. I'll leave the links to all their channels along with the link to the original video in the description below. While you're still feeling generous, please go over and subscribe to my channel. It's very easy, just go right below this video, click that big red button there, and then hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I put up a new video, because I put up new videos every single day, the same time every day. And for those of you who are new to the channel, we do have a subreddit. It will be a nice place for you to request videos, memes, and other challenges you'd like to see from me. That link will be down in the description below. And without any further ado, LEGGO. Oh! This is not a promising start.
The very first day of a brand new school year is always the most exciting. I have been a teacher for 15 years at the Willowdale School for Dementedly Gifted Little Slashers and Killers, and...
Oh.
I still get butterflies in my stomach the night before the first day of a new school year. In case you couldn't tell, I love teaching, and I teach children because they are the future, and the future deserves to be nourished. As the bell rang, my new students piled into my classroom. Once they were all in their seats, I introduced myself. Class, welcome to your first day. My name is Anthony, but you all can call me Mr.
Whoa!
The new school year,
what the fuck?
Not only your teacher, but rather
what was that?
Mentor into the wonderful world of serial killing.
Okay.
With that said,
scared the shit out of me.
Let's take a look at your summer assignments. The fresh-faced kids all looked at me as they wore the project.
So let me get this straight. So he's a teacher at this school, teaching serial killers how to be good at killing people, and really loves to jump scare me for no particular reason.
Their summer work was to cut up both of their parents' faces.
Oh my god!
Together a skin mask.
Wait a minute, how do they end up at this school? How is that a thing? Because obviously their parents... their parents didn't know about it because they're dead.
As I walked around the room, I noticed that Andrew had only used his dad's face to do his project. Unacceptable. I stopped and asked him why his project wasn't complete. He calmly explained that his parents had split up and, apparently, his mom moved out.
Oh.
Jesus, excuses, excuses. I told Andrew very firmly that he had until the end of the day to find another face to go with his mask and finish it, or I'd mark his project as incomplete, and he'd miss the next field trip.
Oh. So, in order to get an A on your project, you have to go and take someone else's face. That sounds legit.
You can't win them all. But then there was Timothy. He was a shy boy. But the best serial killers always have a shyness to them that is simply undeniable. I walked up to his desk and saw his mask. It was unreal. I mean, it was stunning. The precision of the cuts had no skin tear whatsoever, and neither of the faces he took had been stretched out like they normally are when you rip someone's face off their skull. I dare say I was jealous. His stitch work was absurdly clean. I knew then that I wasn't looking at an aspiring killer. No, this was the work of a prodigy. I asked Timothy if I could try on his masterpiece. He quietly removed it and handed it to me. As I held Timothy's mask in my hands, I noticed how smooth and flawless it felt. Okay. And when I put it on, I almost forgot that I was wearing two different people's faces.
So the perfect serial killer,
I handed
then.
Timothy back his work and told him to make sure that he never loses it. Then I walked back to my desk and instructed everyone to put away their masks and take out their textbooks. But at that moment, the new teacher's assistant burst through my classroom door, and he was sweating profusely and...
I'm really wondering what exactly is on their textbooks. And like... what exactly? This class is clearly on serial killers, right? So is the textbook like most famous serial killers and like how they did it?
Dropping stuff everywhere.
Yes.
Sheer disruptive. The children were not amused. It was
Kill him!
obvious
Kill
that
him! Kill him!
They were ready for their first lesson. The tardy TA swore to me that he would be on time tomorrow, but I assured him that he most definitely would not. And the look on his face was priceless when I announced to the class. Children, this class is Intro to Slicing 101.
Intro to Slicing?
Of the cut. And the first lesson is how to subdue your victim. It was then that I used a chloroform soap to knock the TA out.
Poor teacher's assistant.
When he came to, he was strapped down on a dissection.
I mean, you're a teacher's assistant at a school where they teach serial killers, so what the fuck are you doing coming in late?
Myself and
he clearly brought this on himself.
Around the TA, who was properly gagged, so all we could hear were his muffled screams. I told the class to take a moment and study the TA's eye.
Just so I can give you
class. This is fear in its purest form. All of the students looked at the terror beaming from our new victim's eyes, but it was only Timmy who absorbed it. Timmy, I'd like you to pick up your knife and cut this man's throat, I said sternly. To my surprise, Timmy didn't budge. He looked as if he was stricken by stage fright. Timothy, I said softly. He shyly took a moment to respond before saying, I never killed anyone. I never killed anyone in front of people. He was scared. He was no longer a prodigy serial killer, but rather a young boy who was not aware of how much promise he had. These are crucial moments in both a teacher's career and a student's life.
Yeah.
I asked Timmy.
A normal teaching of trying to kill somebody in front of other people. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Every teacher dreams of that.
His reply caught me off guard when he said, The Butcher of Plainfield? Timmy was looking down at his feet. I smiled and said, Oh, yes. The infamous Ed Gein. He's a great inspiration to us all. But you know, Timothy, Ed Gein was caught. Yikes. As a serial killer, we must do everything in our power not to be caught. For us, it's like getting an F in life.
I mean, you're in front of how many witnesses?
Timmy looked absolutely crushed that I was revealing...
I mean, everybody knows to be a serial killer not to leave any witnesses, right? I mean, that's kind of like
childhood
serial killer 101.
I quickly rebutted with, Timothy, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Elias? He shook his head no. Well, Elias was a shy boy much like yourself. He showed a lot of potential, but he just didn't know how to face his fears. With a little guidance, he was able to study fear for what it was. Fear is a handicap. A handicap that prevents us from reaching our true potential. Okay? When Timmy looked up...
I mean, Timmy is smart, because like I said, you're not supposed to kill someone in front of other people. So his concerns are valid.
I saw a spark in my pupils' pupils. It was up to me to bring the light out of this sharp...
I mean, unless you're part of some religious cult or some weird cult like this school seems to be.
Mind. You see, Timmy, once you eliminate fear, you eliminate the falsehood, and then you're able to find your true self, just as Elias did right before he founded the Sonny family cult.
Okay. The Sonny family. Okay. All right. This makes more sense now.
Timmy smiled and happily inspected his knife. He was ready. Ooh. Come on, Timmy. Let's eliminate fear.
Big fucking knife.
When I said that, Timmy raised his knife high above his head, and without hesitation, he struck the TA in the abdomen. The TA screamed as much as he was able to. Ooh. Timmy's stab was deep, and it punctured vital organs. The blood spilled out of the wounds and made a pool on the dissection.
This is cool.
Timmy then repeatedly raised the knife and stabbed
that little part, that little... Yeah.
His excitement was utterly contagious as blood spouted
out. Wow, I like that effect.
And splattered on the other students around him.
Adds
the other students grabbed their knives and started to violently stab the TA over and over. It was the perfect mix of blood spilling and children's laughter over the dying, muffled sounds of a terrified man, soaked in fear. Towards the end of class, I assigned the students their homework for the evening. 2 chapters on torture techniques and performing lobotomies. The bell rang and the students left the classroom. However, Timothy stayed behind. "Timmy, class is dismissed." Timmy produced a knife from behind his back and slowly walked towards me. There was a crazed look in his eye as he held the knife out. I backed up against the table, but Timmy got closer to me. He was about a foot away from me when he just handed me the knife and gave me a heartfelt hug.
Oh, I thought he was going to kill him.
A smile formed across my face as Timmy left my classroom. Not a bad day for a first day, if I do say so myself.
Okay, so if I can get the basic gist of this, this is, I guess, a school based on the Sunny Family cult. I feel like that's what's going on here. If there's more information that you guys have, you can fill in some of these holes that I'm just didn't get for whatever reason, please let me know down in the comment section below. And leave a like if you enjoyed my reaction. Share this video, subscribe if you have subscribed already, ring the notification bell because I put up new videos every single day. And please go over and subscribe to the subreddit now. And we'll see you guys next time.